Yep. Here we go. Y'all know what time it is when you hear that sound. It is time for the Sonic Sanctuary right here with the Maestro, where you get to check out and get to know some of your best indie artists in the building. Some of them you may not know anything about, right? But you're going to learn them today. I'm in the building today, and I got the homie Miss Primrose with me. Miss Primrose, what's happening? Hey. Look at us with the sound effects.
I love it. I feel good. That made me feel good right there. Yeah, go ahead. Keep clapping. Keep sharing for me.
Not the encore clap. Is that what we doing? We doing the encore clap?
It feels so good. Okay.
What's happening? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good.
Cool. So welcome to the Sonic Sanctuary.
Sonic Sanctuary.
There it is. So listen, this is something that I started doing, man, because I wanted people to get a chance to know more about, indie artists and what we do, what we deal with. Well, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, Some people look at us sometimes and don't realize that we regular people going through regular things, having regular issues, regular problems.
Life is lifing.
Regular bills, life is life.
Right, it's happening to us.
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely wanted to bring you in because, you are an indie artist that I learned about a couple of years back. And one of the things that I love so much about, you when I first began to see you doing your thing was your hustle, man. Like your grind. That is something that I actually pride myself on. You know what I mean? You can't get a lot of people to understand the necessity of it. So, when I saw you doing your thing and the effort that you put into it, I was like, whoa, she's special.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. Hustle recognizes hustle. Okay?
Oh, there it is. Just like that, right?
Yeah.
So I wanna learn more about you. Maybe there's some things I don't know. Maybe there's some stuff you ain't told me. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But I want the people out here to know something. So tell me this, can you share with us, a little bit of your background and how you first got involved, in the creative industry?
Yeah, so as we were talking a little bit, if we take it way back, when I first started recognizing the talent within myself, it was nurtured through the church. I'm a pastor's kid. I'm a PK. I'm one of them ones that they be like, PK.
Right.
Yeah. So I grew up in the church, singing in the choir. Learned and found my voice then at such a young age, and I knew at a young age that I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be a superstar. I used to watch this TV show. We just actually did a track with a sample from this TV show called Taina.
Okay.
Yeah, that I used to watch, and she always used to talk about seeing her name in lights, and so it inspired me. Church inspired me. Being in the choir, being a part of something greater and bigger, and then finding that voice and having other people nurture and say, "Wow, you're really good at this," made me say, I wanted to be an artist.
Yeah.
But unfortunately at that time, in our parents' day and age and how they used to think, being an artist was not a career path, not a realistic career path. So I was told not to go that route. And
wow.
Yeah, it took me 20-something years to come back around and realize that music was where I was supposed to be in the first place. Because the younger me already knew that.
Right.
And that's typically when we know. We know when we're young what we want to do, who we want to be. We are our closest to our true selves at that time.
Right.
But as we go on through life, people kind of pull from us and tear down that innocence or that dream or that reality that we know.
Yeah.
And, and kind of pull us into other directions. So I did that for about 20-something years. And when I realized that getting that degree or going to those prestigious schools or being the best at, fictitious things just wasn't for me. I had to come back to myself and be like, okay, who are you? What do you want? Where are you going in life? And so that brought me to where I am now, doing music, and I've been doing it now, I feel successfully for 2.5 years. And I would say I'm successful because I'm happy. I'm making some sort of money off of it.
Right.
And I'm still able to live and do the things that I want to do and just be me, Right. And I don't have to listen to other people. So that's a little bit of my journey. Of course, there's been a lot of things along the way, but
of course,
that's what got me here.
Now, look, so the church part, we kind of had that in common, right? So I wasn't a pastor's kid, but I was a preacher's kid.
Oh yeah.
My mom was a preacher, and so in her house, if the music didn't say Jesus,
it wasn't gonna be played.
It wasn't allowed.
Right.
So when you say they kind of discouraged you from being an artist, was it from being the artist you wanted to be? Like, would it have been okay if you wanted to be a gospel artist, or they just thought music wasn't the road, period?
It wasn't the route. Like
Gotcha.
and then okay, so more of my background. I'm of Jamaican descent. Both my parents are from Jamaica. I'm a first generation American.
Okay.
So coming from immigrant parents who, had to struggle to get everything in this America, to have the American dream and see that for their children, they're like, you have to do something that we know is going to make money.
Right.
That we know is going to yield success, that we know is going to look good when we tell other people my child is doing X, And so I was kind of pressured under that for a really long time. Like I said, I went to school, got the accolades just to show, but was never really happy with it.
Never happy.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't necessarily understand, like, even in my journey, people look at me sometimes, you know what I mean? And they think things are better than they are. And like I tell people a lot of days, I mean, you can dress up ground zero. And not saying that every day is ground zero, but you have some ground zero days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what do you do, or what do you use when you're at that ground zero moment? Or is there a person? Is there a thing? Is there what do you do to say, yo, Prim, get back up? Like, what works for you?
So it's crazy. It's funny. I've been really listening to a lot of Michelle Obama and Oprah talk lately.
Okay.
And there's been a lot of talk around this big old topic that a lot of people are. I'm loving how folks are coming into it, because it's also something that I majored in college. It's mental health. It's your psychology. It's what do you do when you're down, and what tools do you use to pick yourself back up? And for me, that's therapy. I'm actively in therapy now. I have been for going on 3 years. I'm about to hit my 3-year anniversary. So I'm really excited about that, because that has helped me come back from this place of what I felt was like depression for me all the time.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't know who I was or what I was about or what was going on in my life. I was just doing what I was told and never really what I wanted to do. So
no identity.
Yeah. No knowledge of self, for real. So through therapy, I've learned a lot more about me and grounding, and how I come back down and say, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
You're not dead. You're gonna get back up again.
Absolutely.
And listening to Michelle Obama lately, I'm realizing even more of how even the first lady, well, she's not the first lady anymore, but she's still my first lady.
She is.
Okay, she's my first lady. Okay. So she was talking about how she didn't have it all together, and looking at somebody like her, and it's like, wow, and some people look at me like that. They're like, when I'm vulnerable and I'm like showing folks, y'all, I need to take a 30-day break off this social media, because I ain't got it all together right now.
Yeah.
And they're like, I respect that. And I remember in this last 30 days that I did, I went on one day because I got weak, and it was about 14 days, and I don't even know, I just went on. And somebody saw me online, and they came on my page and said, hey, it ain't been 30 days yet. I'm holding you accountable,
Wow.
And it was like, I want to see you win, so get off and go do what you got to do for yourself. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
People holding me accountable, I appreciate that. So all of those things, having people like that, having folks and watching people who I even idolize and not even just idolize, but I love who Michelle Obama is. So that encourages me to say, hey, you ain't got to have it all together by today. Like, if you're not where everybody think you should be, don't worry about it, because you are right where you should be.
Right.
It's our own personal journey. I'm going where I'm going, you going where you going. We all can be happy right now with where we're at.
So let me ask you this. So when you find yourself in that space, right? You were down, you were at ground zero, you picked yourself back up, you found the strength to get back up. Walk me through the creative process. So now you're back, like you feel like, I'm here again, I can do it, I can write another song, I can go back in the lab. What's the creative process for you, or is there one?
So, I'll be honest, I can't say that there is particularly a creative process.
Okay.
But I do have a creative crowd I have to be around certain people. I pull energies from different people to get what it is that I need to.
Energy is important.
Yes, it is very important.
Yeah.
And so, like, one of my favorite producers, Black, the producer of Two Aries Production, shout out to Black.
Shout out Black. What up?
Anytime I'm around Black and I'm explaining to him what I feel or what I'm, the idea that I have, it's like he just gets it.
Okay.
It's like he just understands the assignment every time. So I love being around Black. I have some of my friends, even you, being around you musically. Yeah. Being around you and when you pull it out of me when we're going through, the exercises, and it just pulls something out of me. The creativity just starts flowing and I get an idea and I want to do this. Now I'm running with it. Right. So it's just, I have a creative crowd. I wouldn't say that I particularly have a certain way that I go about it, but I do have people that I call on, and one thing leads to the next, and I just flow. Wow. Yeah.
That's dope. I like the way you said musically so hard to let everybody know, but it's all good. Anyway. No, but it's a little different because for me, I would draw. Like for me to be creative. Now I'll lock in like with some of my clients. And if I'm working with them, like some of the warm ups we've done, you've been in there where I caught a vibe off a whole warm up. It's there, but being around my everyday group of people, laughing, having fun, whatever, even some producers while they're working, it doesn't do it for me. It actually crowds me. So I have to get still away for a minute, kind of shut down, where people like, D, you all right? You good? Yeah, I'm good. And I'm coming out strong. You know what I mean? So that's cool. That's cool to hear that, everybody has different ways of doing different things, but the ultimate goal is accomplished, right? It's not. Somebody asked me that same question, and I said the same. I don't have a particular way I write songs. So, it's good for people to see that there's no one formula,
one way for anything. No.
And any artists that are coming up doing your thing, there's no one way to do it. Whatever your process is, like, all right, a little technical difficulty right there, but we're back. But yeah, what I was saying is to the artists out there, just understand there is no one formula for this, right? There's no one way to do it. There's no. Follow your process, whatever it is, and as long as the end result is the same. Like, that's the key. As long as the end result...
As long as you're successful to your definition of success, and you can't define it by anybody else's definition of success. You have to be happy with what you got going on. So, everybody's an individual. We were born that way. So, we're going to have our specific tailored wires, our likes, our wants. But,
Yeah, so now I want to... of course, one of the things about this show is not only introducing people to the artists, but to their music. One of the requirements of the guest on my show is that they have to have music available, right? And to me, we'll get into it a little bit later, but that speaks to the work ethic of these artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, no shade, but I really don't understand people that have been calling themselves independent artists for 9 years and don't have a song that people can go hear. You know what I mean?
Is that possible?
No, you're not. You're deceiving yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you can't call yourself an artist.
Yeah, you're a singer and probably a talented one, but that's what you are.
Right.
Like, you're not
You're a singer.
So, but anyway, so we're going to get into some of your music. I want to check out some of your stuff, but one question before we do, I want to know, can you tell me, that just a quick, maybe a moment that you consider, a moment in your career that you consider a turning point or a defining moment, or have you had that yet?
A turning point or a defining moment? I have had that. It was actually the Be Heard competition. For me, with who runs that? the Revolt Summit.
Yeah.
And I went and I made the top 6 finalists in 2021. It was a great experience. DJ Holiday really helped get me onto that stage after my audition because he just thought I needed to be seen. I should be heard, And so I made it to the finalists, and the top prize was like $20,000. And then I met the owner of God is Dope, who actually owned the lot that we were on for the whole event. And he matched that $20,000 with $20,000 after he talked to me and said, "Are you gonna win? Are you sure you're gonna win?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got this." I was so cocky. And confident. I just knew we were gonna win, and went up there, and it was a good performance, but it wasn't Be Heard competition, all on Revolt TV ready performance. I'd done better before, and so Rap City was one of the judges. It was Big Tigger, Rap City, and Shaka Zulu. Okay. And Rap City tore my ass up.
Wow.
On stage, in front of people, on TV, on Revolt TV. What was crazy? It was some people from my high school was in the crowd, and after the competition, when I came out to the front, I saw a couple of them. They was like, "Oh my God, I didn't even know you did music. I can't believe you made it to the, But I was at such a low point because I'd lost, and I'd been torn up on stage. Yeah. And so it was a humbling experience for me. Yeah. It taught me, too boastful, too big-headed, too arrogant, you just thought you had it in the bag. You didn't even rehearse. You didn't even do the things that you needed to do. You went and did extra mo shit when you could have really been preparing yourself, And so, and then I lost, and then I was just like, it was a slap, But that woke me up to how serious you really have to be in this industry.
Absolutely.
Because I thought, for a while it was like a fairy tale to me. Nobody makes it that quickly. Where I made it to from at that point, nobody makes it there that quickly, because people had been trying to audition for that stage for years. And here I was in my first year. I hadn't even been a year in the music industry yet.
And you were on it.
And I was on that stage competing for $20,000 on TV, Revolt TV.
But you took it lightly.
I did. I took it so lightly. I didn't even care. I acted as if I belonged here, And it sucked. Now, I'm not even going to say it sucked now, because I had to learn the lesson. And it knocked me on my ass a little while. Right. But I had to get back up again, and dust myself back off and be like, keep going. But it did teach me that very valuable lesson of being humble and staying ready and never taking anything too lightly. Right. Never taking the moment for granted. Right. Because here I'm in front of Big Tigger and Rap City and everything. And what I should have did was go back there and talk to them and network with them, because I had that access. Not many people had that access, but I was so upset at what had happened. I just left. Yeah. So that
that's
was
rough.
A moment.
That's rough. Hey, but it's a defining moment. The thing is if you get the lesson from it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I had to.
There are a lot of artists that come my way. I've been blessed to be able to work and train and develop a lot of artists, and honestly, some of them make it through the development, some of them don't. But my goal is to keep them from those moments on that stage, you know what I mean? But what happens with a lot of them is, it's kind of like the parent being overprotective of the child. Sometimes you just have to let them fall. And so what happens with a lot of them is they go and then they have that moment, and now they come back like, "Oh, DeMaestro, you're not that big of an ass after all. Like the ass is what I was on stage." You know what I mean? So I don't know, it's rough. But look,
I definitely made an ass of myself on that stage.
Wow.
And Rap City was just like, "No, I don't like it. I don't like any of it."
Wow.
She said that. I would never get that out of my face. She just looked at me in pure disgust. It was like, no. And I performed what I want to, because I just was so sure. Yeah. Wow. So look, embarrassing.
Let's do this. I don't want to take too long before we get into a song, because you got some music. So which one do you want me to do right now? Can you give an intro to it?
Yeah, we can do Beginning. Okay. So this is my song, Beginning. This kind of came from a rough patch in my life where I was in a relationship, got out of it, wish I wasn't in it, and wish I could go back to the beginning, but then I had to realize, like, life doesn't work that way. It just goes on, so keep going.
Oh, yeah. How about that? All right, so y'all check this out. This is Beginning from Miss Primrose. Let's go.
I just wanna go back. I just wanna go back. I just wanna go back to the beginning. Hey, yeah. If I could just go back to the beginning. It could all be so simple. Yeah, give me a time machine, but you ain't finding me. but then I can't help think, would that change me? Would that change me? Would that change me? Do I wanna change the person I become? The person I become.
So just a little sample of what I hear you.
Yeah, they're gonna have to go
beginning.
back and check. Well, they can't even check that one out yet. It's not released yet. So that was an exclusive.
Oh,
But you
exclusive
can,
right here?
Yeah, exclusive right here.
On the Sonic Sanctuary.
On the Sonic Sanctuary.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So y'all just heard that. It will be released sometime in the future.
Now
You have to follow to keep up, though.
Now we're gonna definitely do that. I want to let everybody know where to follow you and all that. So we're gonna make sure that we get that, and we'll probably put it in the video, edited somewhere in there. You know what I mean? But you'll definitely get to tell them. So let's talk a little bit now. I want to, it's always great when they watching and we tell all the stories of the music industry and all that kind of stuff. That's cool, right? But people want to know you. Folks nosy. You know what I mean? I'm a little nosy myself, so I want to get nosy right here.
Nosy.
Yeah.
In the Sonic Sanctuary.
In the Sonic.
Yeah.
So tell me, Primrose, your guy in your eyes, like. Well, okay, let's do this. What's the worst dating experience you ever had? Or it could be worst dating relationship. Now, you can't tell the whole story, all right? I just want to hear, because I want to move to the best.
Okay, yeah.
Well, we probably can't do best because you've never dated me.
Oh, my
goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
We just talked about that cocky, didn't we? We
did.
The arrogance. Listen, I know, right? No, for real. But yeah, I'll tell you what's the biggest turnoff when you're being approached? Because obviously you get approached. I mean, you're not hard on the eye at all. You know what I mean?
Do I get approached?
Yeah, you get approached. Stop playing. Stop playing.
I don't know what that look like. You said what's the biggest turnoff when I get approached?
Yeah, like has it been a moment where you was like, oh my God, no, like absolutely not.
There's quite a few moments where I felt like that.
Give me a couple of them. Tell me what happened so the fellas can know. Because sometimes, they don't know. You can't blame them for what they don't know.
Okay, so there's this arrogance that I hate. I don't, I love confidence. I hate arrogance.
Okay. What's the difference?
I'm confident and I know who I am. I don't need validation.
Right.
Secure. And then there's this, I'm the best. Nobody's better than me. So you don't, arrogance. And I just don't like that. So I tend to, but it's, I'm telling myself here for a second.
Go ahead, tell me yourself. Don't expect me to join. I ain't telling on myself. You got it.
Oh my God. I have dated the latter more than the former. But I don't like the latter. I hate the arrogance, but I've dated more of those guys.
So why, man? Why you choosing that?
Why was I choosing that? I was choosing that at one point in time. If I'm being honest with myself.
Yeah, keep it a buck, man. No cap.
Okay. No
caps allowed.
You know how they say you are what you attract? So there's that. I feel like I was that. Even with the story I just told you about the Be Heard competition, how I carried myself with that. I was that. So I attracted that. Now that I'm aware of that, I hate that. And I don't judge anybody because everybody's at a different place in their journey and in their story. But I see it now and I'm just stay away.
So how many guys do you think have, and they could have been good guys, that may have saw you somewhere, but they saw that and passed? Because I'll keep it a whole buck with you. I can't stand it. I hold, all women, I expect them, listen, don't ever walk around with your head hung down. Nobody, I don't care who you are, you know what I mean?
No.
Now, we know everybody ain't cute. Now, we ain't gonna get the line on here. Some of y'all, some folks is, she looked like her dad or
okay.
I don't know. It is what it is, but I wonder if you ever thought about that maybe you may have been out and about and there was a nice guy and he may have been even your, because most times people say they nice, they not really your cup of tea.
Yeah.
So they want that to be a pass. But it may have been that person But they saw that kind of arrogance. And why are women feeling the need to carry that now? Like a lot, not all women, I'm not generalizing, but let's keep it a buck. A lot of y'all, like, it's ridiculous. And some of it is
Yeah.
some of y'all need to stop. Some of y'all need to work on having a sweet personality. But anyway, why is that? Why do you think that is?
I do think that, back to your first question, I do think that it is possible that has happened to me because I couldn't see it. So if you don't know what you look like, you don't see what you look like to other people.
Wow, that's big.
So I'm pretty sure that has happened to me, but it's gone now. You know, I don't really dwell in it if it did happen, if it didn't, because I won't know. I don't know, but it probably has. Right. Now, why do women do that now? I feel like in this day and age, women have to kind of portray themselves, or not even portray themselves, but be strong, powerful, you know, stand on your own 2 feet women. So they have this arrogance, and that kind of power, when you have power like that, it comes with a certain kind of arrogance or confidence or cockiness, you know? And I'm not even going to intertwine arrogance with confidence, because you can be very confident and it'd be a great thing. Right. I think, because again, back to Michelle Obama, she's confident and not arrogant and not cocky about it, but she knows who she is in herself. Right. And she doesn't smash or step on other people to let folks know I know who I am. You know,
like, girl, who is Michelle smashing other people? Like, okay, my bad.
Okay, no, Jesus.
You know my mind bad.
You're horrible. In the sanctuary.
But it's the Sonic sanctuary. There's a different religion.
Put the twist on it, right? That's why he did that, y'all.
So let me dispel a rumor for you, all right, and put some facts on this. I would be very glad when women understand they do not have to display that. They do not have to show they can stand on their own. Women have always been the prize. The only time, I want you to hear me when I say this to you, the only time the woman is not the prize is when she doesn't know she's the prize. That's it. Y'all ain't got to do nothing extra. Because when you do the extra, that's all it is extra. You lose value rather than gain it. I'm just going to keep it a whole buck with you. I can't speak for every man, but I guarantee you I can speak for about them 99.9% of them.
A lot of them.
Y'all don't have to do it. A lot of times there's something in your walk. There's something in just who you are that the extra is not necessary. We don't need it. And so when we approach you and then we get the extra, it's like, oh, she ain't who I thought she was. You know what I mean? And so sometimes, you know what I mean, that's just a little word from your homie. You know what I mean? Because in life, I want you to find, if you haven't found, maybe you have, but I want you to find the happiness and all that kind of stuff. But I want you to know, man, you're enough. And if you're not enough for him, cool. Let him go find what's enough for him. That him over there, I can guarantee you it's a him over there, it's a him over there, it's a him over here. No, but they are there. So I say that to women in general. Like, you don't have to do the extra. But anyway, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you right on the roll. You don't. Everybody, you're born enough.
Right.
You are born enough.
Right.
We don't know that, though.
Right.
And it's it's just life sometimes. Because some of us have parents to teach us that we're enough and others don't.
Right.
So.
Have you ever felt like that you, when we talk about enough, like, when you've dated these guys or met these guys or whatever, and I know you're beautiful and everything, but every woman just about has been cheated on at some point. So I know they like to wear the try. He ain't never cheated on me. You'll lie. I promise you, yes. But anyway, somebody has.
Everybody has.
Somebody has cheated. But have you ever said to yourself, like, damn, why am I never enough for them? Like, I know who I am. Why am I never enough? Oh,
I've definitely said that.
Yeah.
I've said that on several occasions.
So it ain't just me.
No.
No, I'm saying, like, seriously, like, as a person, like, I've dated, been out, been around, and the ones that I knew, like, this this could be it. Like we could make this happen. And for some reason, they always ventured out. They didn't cheat on me, but I probably been cheated on too. I ain't special. But we ended up ending it, and they went to look for something
else.
And I was like, damn, like, am I?
Yeah.
Is the weight that bad? Because I feel like I carry it all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's never. It's always more. In my experience, it has been more of the lack within, not really so much about the other person.
Okay.
And even in my last relationship, I had to step away because I didn't feel like I had something that I needed from me.
Right.
Not to give to you. I can't give to you what I don't have from me.
Facts.
So when I didn't have it in me, it's like, I know you want it from me, but I don't have it to give it to you.
Yeah.
You know? And so I have to go over here and go find it in myself or by myself. Because 9 times out of 10, when somebody's building themselves inside, it's a solo job.
Okay.
So they can't really be with somebody else. Right. You know, and I've had partners in the past that couldn't understand that. Even when I got to a place where I'm like, this is not it. It's not gonna work. Right. You know, because I need something that you can't give me that I don't even have for myself. So I got to go find it somewhere else. Right. And it's not to say I'm going to find it in somebody else. It's something that I have to develop within me. So I just feel like that is, and I don't know if that's the answer that you were looking for, but that's just how I see it.
No, I want whatever answer you got to give. Mm-hmm. Do you ever feel like you either walked away from the wrong person or walked away too soon?
I see what you're getting at here.
Crickets.
Of course.
I had to use some sound effects.
That's why I said I see what you get at here.
No, I'm literally asking. Have you?
I will say what I said earlier and say that I am right where I'm supposed to be every single time, all the time. So if I walked away from it, maybe it was because I had to. If I left it too soon, what is too soon?
Yeah, but does that become like just rhetoric? Like
no.
No.
See,
I feel like
I do not feel like it's rhetoric.
I guess we'll agree to this. Like I believe, like I have seen people mess up a relationship or I've seen them mess up a lot, mess up a job, right? Or mess up a opportunity. And you know what they come back with? I mean, it's all good because, I mean, what God has for me is for me. And if it was meant, it would. No! No, like you screwed it up. Like, stop. Stop.
But no, you can't really be mad at that because it is definitely very true that what God has for me is for me. But I did fuck it up. The thing is.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Hold on. Ooh, where's the button? Okay, one more time. But you did what?
But I did fuck it up.
Okay.
So I can't really. You want the person to take accountability for what they did.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Because how do we learn if we don't, though? Like, for real. How do we learn if we don't?
You don't. You don't learn if you don't take accountability.
So then
it's a part of the formula to learning.
And I'm not saying, like, what you said could be very, very true in your situation. So I'm not arguing that. I can't argue it. I'm not you.
Yeah.
But I've seen for myself and watched people, and it's like, bro, girl. Nigga.
That was your fault, right? Like you did that. So, don't sit here and God this. That was you.
Because God
put you in the position. What? You messed it up.
And the devil like, wait, I did what?
Right. Don't blame the devil.
Right. He's so sick.
Shame on you. Right. The devil had nothing to do with this.
It's crazy because I've had a couple that have literally come back and said, you know, D, I never should have, and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, I don't hear that. You're a husband now.
You like, whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Like,
you know
okay, cool. Cool story, bro.
So, you know, I'm just wondering, because relationships are hard. Now, I'm going to ask you, we're going to get into another one of your songs, all right? So I don't want to, we probably need to do that now. Let's get into that. Okay. Let's get into another song, and then I want to ask you one more question about relationships, and then we're gonna get into some rapid fire stuff, and then that'll be that.
All right.
Well, that'd be cool. You want to introduce the next one that I'm about to play?
Yes. Yes. So this one is my single that is out right now on streaming platforms. It is one of my favorite songs.
So they can't get this one.
They can get this one. And this one is for the ground and sexy. Okay. The ground and sexy. And so, yeah, I'm not even going to give you too much. We just going to let you listen to it. And if you have any questions, y'all can find me, tap in with my website. And yeah, we going to Zaza and Rose it up. Let's go.
Let's go.
Miss Primrose. Yeah. Tell us something. Feels like we got that Zaza and that Rose. We be twisting that smoke. J's on with your shades on and nothing under my roof. I just wanna be your no. Don't fuck around, just hold me down and we can get to this dough. Yeah. You got that Zaza and that Rose. Zaza and that Rose, yeah. Tell 'em we be twisted. That Zaza and that Rose. Zaza and that Rose, yeah. See what I'm spitting, not for children. Come and get your kids. But if you're grown and you can listen, coming right to this. Tripping on that Zaza and that Rose. Well, swimming shit will keep you on your toes. Main, if I open up my legs, this ain't no show. Until I ain't a hoe, main, but your girl Rose is hell. If a nigga tripping, I'm like, oh, well. And that Zaza solo dolo and I roll. Well, if all else fails, I don't need a boy toy, cause that Rose is hell. Smoking on that good. Yeah, Miss Primrose got that good. And if you got that good wood, we gon' be good. We got that Zaza and that Rose. We be twisting that smoke. J's on with your shades on and nothing under my roof. I just wanna be your no. Don't fuck around, just hold me down and we can get to this dough.
I heard a couple of different kind of roses in that, didn't I?
Okay. That's that grown and sexy. You play that one time for the good night, you know what I mean? Get that rose today, roll your sides out. Yeah, okay.
You good?
Yeah.
She ain't got the reminiscence.
Okay, gotta have me a little flashback. Got real red in here, and I was like feeling the bro.
Was it the Zaza or the Rose?
Both. Oh,
Well, I just like to say on behalf of all lumber companies, I can't speak for anybody else.
wow.
But it's some good wood over here. That's all. Anyway, okay, let's move on.
I said, my mama go watch this.
Hey, oh, hey, mama.
Hey, mama.
Yes, I was saying I gotta go to Home Depot. Because their wood is treated. Yeah. Anyway, okay.
Lord.
Check this out. So, Prim, all right, check this out. I want to do some rapid fire.
Primrose, please.
Oh, well, you know, okay, Primrose, so the people
I don't want
will
them
know.
thinking.
And actually, it's Miss Primrose. You don't want them thinking what?
So I just had this conversation with somebody earlier today because she was like, name's not that important. I said, you got to say my whole name every single time, because when I was a kid, they used to have an issue with my name because it was so different. And people used to pick on me for it. But as I've grown up and realized that my uniqueness is what makes me me, and my name is unique, that's a great thing. I stand out.
And what is your actual name?
Primrose.
Haha, y'all didn't know that, did y'all? Thought it was just the artist name.
See?
Yeah. And there are a lot of people that don't know anymore about me. So D Maestro is all they know, and that's all they
That's
get.
it.
That's all they need.
Why though?
Yeah, because I don't like everybody that close to me. Everybody don't need to know my
Know your
real
name.
name. Yeah.
And I take pride in my name. I'm like, folks, baby.
No, I mean, I separate the two. That's all. You know, nothing against the people. Don't everybody get in a
yeah, they
get
gonna
in
feel
a
some kind of
uproar.
way.
That's all right.
I'm like,
Because you know what's amazing to me about people? Isn't it amazing that people always want to know what you don't want to tell them? Why don't they just leave it alone?
No.
People have been trying to figure out my middle name for years, right? And then some of them think they have it, and they don't. And it's not a big deal. I'm not ashamed of it or nothing. I just feel like, why do you need to know my middle name?
We're not close.
And then they get in public and they try to say it so other people can know it,
that and be like,
even though they're wrong. But it's like, but if I didn't want people to know, why would you want to say it in public? People are weird. I mean, I love people, but y'all weird. Y'all so weird. Weirdos. Anything you don't want me to know, I'm good. I don't need to know it. I'm straight. Okay. I'm straight. So look, I got some rapid fire questions for you. All right? Yeah. Rapid fire. You know, something that works here, but not in it. Anyway. Well, rapid fire can work if, never mind. People are shooting. Okay, anyway. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let me look at this. You answer this as quickly as you can, all right? Number 1. What's your favorite album or song of all time?
Fast as I can. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Yep.
Okay.
Album.
If you could collaborate with any artist, who would it be?
Beyonce.
Oh, I hear you. Oh, B. All right. What's your go-to creative snack or beverage?
I would just like to take a moment to shout out the very best snack there is, and it is the pretzel. I am a pretzel girl. Even when I came in here, I had to get some pretzels.
I mean,
you know what I like. You know what I like. Okay, we just gonna breeze past that.
Okay, all right. I'll let it go.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, let's go. All right, so if you weren't working in the creative or music industry, what profession would you be in?
Oh, that's easy. I'd be a therapist.
Therapist, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be a therapist for children, a child therapist, because I love working with kids.
That's important, and a lot of them need it. A lot of them need it now.
What? Yes.
Yeah. So tell me this. What's one item or tool you can't live without in your creative workspace?
I'm sorry.
Not the rose.
That's exactly. Wait. Cause you said that, and that's exactly what I thought. I was like, yeah, I can't live without that rose, y'all. I ain't lying. And this ain't just cause I'm promoting the product cause I want y'all to buy it from me at MissPrimroseOfficial.com. But
okay. Just like that. Okay. All right.
I am saying though, the rose. I mean, but you said in the creative workspace, so okay.
Right. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What session? Because I want to come to the next. Matter of fact, when we close this, we're going up to the studio right now. We need to work on. I got a song on my heart.
Not a song on my heart.
I'm feeling real creative.
Oh my God, that's funny because I do keep them roses in my trunk too, though. I always got them on hand, y'all.
So we want to thank y'all so much.
We want to thank you for coming out tonight. And it's a wrap.
We got to go.
I'm done. No.
In your creative workspace.
In my creative workspace, you're nasty. Okay. Oh shoot. My cheeks hurt. I'm done.
I just wanted to be known that I didn't do.
Over.
I didn't start it. Yeah, this is just done. So
yeah.
Can you tell the people where they can find you, please?
You can find me on all streaming platforms, right? I ain't gonna say nothing.
Don't say that.
So you can find me on all streaming platforms at Miss Primrose. I'm sorry, that's Instagram. Miss Primrose Official on Instagram, Miss Primrose Official on Facebook, Miss Primrose on Twitter and Snapchat, and what's that other one? TikTok.
Okay.
On TikTok, Miss Primrose.
Can you spell that for the people? I want to make sure they get it right.
Yes, that's Miss Primrose. Again, that's Miss Primrose. Just like it is pronounced. Okay. Primrose.
Right.
All right. So
and that's MISS, not just MS, but
yes.
MISS.
Oh, thank you. I do not spell that because I automatically assume people are gonna know,
okay.
But folks don't know sometimes. So yeah, MISS. Don't put an MS. You will not find me on the platforms. So, and then my website is missprimroseofficial.com. You can shop my merchandise. You can get the infamous Rose toy there, t-shirts, hear more about me. My music is up there. You can see when my next shows are. Just go to my website. That's the best thing you can do. And follow me on Instagram so you can stay up to date.
So y'all do that for me. Y'all please go follow the homie Miss Primrose. Listen, I really appreciate you coming out.
Thank you.
Being a part of this. I've had an incredible time with you today.
Me too. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, anytime we link though, we're going to have some fun. It's going to be good. This is the homie. Y'all support her. Show her some love. Have you enjoyed being here today?
I have. I'm really glad I came. It's like a therapy session before my therapy session.
Oh, well, how about that?
Yeah,
well, that's what it is when we link, though, right?
It is.
Yeah,
It is. Yeah.
So we do what we do. This is, she's not just an indie artist, but it's my friend. Like, we're cool. And we go through the ups and downs. We have some issues, but we work it out. We eat good.
Work it out. We still here.
We eat good and talk about it, right?
We do. Look, I've been trying to go back to that Thai place.
Oh, yeah.
That Thai place. Oh, my God, y'all.
Yeah, we ain't going to say their name until they sponsor the podcast.
But it was so good. Ooh, I'm with that mango chicken again.
Well, tell me, and we going.
Yeah.
Tell me, and we going.
I was going to probably stop there on the way to mine.
Oh, okay, you're going to go without me like you did Crumble. All right, it's no problem, no issue. Listen, so once again, we want to thank everybody for...
Look, you be putting me on all the great places. I can't wait every time. Like, I just be going.
Right.
I just go.
Yeah.
I go.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, I'm done.
I'm bullshit. So, no, y'all, for real, thank y'all for hanging out with us. This is the Sonic Sanctuary. Listen, make sure you like, you subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know what you thought about this interview. Miss Primrose.
And
y'all
share.
Make sure. Yeah, definitely share. Thank you. Y'all make sure y'all follow her, grab her music, support it. Listen, we need all the streams we can get. Y'all will be surprised
Stream it up. Stream it
about
up.
these streams. It ain't what y'all think. So stream it as much as you can, all right? Thank y'all once again. This has been an episode of the Sonic Sanctuary. Miss Primrose in the building, y'all.
Yay.
And we out of here. Hey, 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 hey. Ah.